I'm going to show you how to sort and plant your zinnia seeds. So I'm giving you a bag of stuff that I saved from my zinnias from last summer, but it's also got the dried flower petals mixed in because I did not want to sort a lot of bags of that. So I'm going to have you sort it. So this is what your seeds look like. So I'm going to show you that here for a second. Now most of these are just seeds. This one is a seed that's got the petal still attached to it, but it's got the seed right there. The seeds to me look a little bit more gray colored than the petals. So this one right here, that's a petal. That's really light. That's really light colored. Okay, so you're going to sort those out, and then once you do, you're going to get your container that has holes in it, and you're going to put in some potting soil. I do use seed starting mix for some of my seeds, but for zinnias it's not necessary because they're super easy to grow. But this has holes in the bottom. Then all I do, and I'm going to leave that petal on there because that's going to be fine, I'm just going to set my seeds, sprinkle them around, and it really doesn't matter even if they're touching. You could just put those all in there, and because you're going to pull those out later and plant them into the ground. So I've got those, and then I would go through my rest of my stuff that you're getting in the bag, and I would sort through those seeds. And if you're not sure, you could just plant it anyway. It's not going to cause any problem. Okay, and then what you're going to do for this type of seed is you're going to poke them down 1/4 inch. So I go through and I just give them a little bit of a poke them right into the soil. Now you have a couple different options for covering these. One is you can just pinch the soil over it. So you could just go around and pinch, and I do that. Or what you could do is you could take some other soil, sprinkle it on the top, so you could do that as well. Okay, but sometimes, you know, it's a little bit hard to get it just 1/4 inch. Or what I prefer to do, if you have this available, it's called vermiculite, and you could get it at garden centers. And I have a whole bag of it because I start a lot of seeds, and I like to just sprinkle that over the top, and that is going to keep the soil on the top moist, so those seeds will stay moist, and so they'll have an easier time of germinating. And it's real fluffy, so the seedlings can poke through. Okay, and then I'm just going to now press down on that so that the seeds make good contact with the soil. Next step is I'm going to, sorry I bumped the camera there, I'm going to water it, and I'm going to use a spray bottle, a squirt bottle, just because I have it handy. But up until this year I didn't use a squirt bottle. What I did was I just went to the sink, and I have a little sprayer on the sink, and I would use the sprayer on a very light, and I would just kind of put a mist over it, or take a spoon and just very lightly put the water a little bit at a time over it so you don't wash those seeds away. Okay, and then you're going to set this in a warm place, such as the top of your refrigerator, for 2 or 3 days, and you'll start to see your zinnias popping up. Once they pop up and the green breaks through, you need to get them to sunlight. Okay, and I would say probably when about half of them pop through, then you want to make sure you get it to sunlight. But a warm sunny area is also great because then you got both bases covered.